Hello, fellow food lovers. Today I will be making Chinese broccoli, also known as Gai Lan, with jumbo shrimp prawns. You will need 1 pound of Chinese broccoli and 6 to 8 jumbo shrimp or prawns, along with 2 pieces of garlic. Okay, I got about 1 pound of Gai Lan, Chinese broccoli. So I'm going to cut it, each stem, into 3 to 4 pieces. So I want to cut the stem where it meets a leaf. So each stem should yield 3 pieces. That's where you cut it, where I had my thumb. Okay, so I finished cutting up all the stems. I'm going to wash it now. Gai Lan could be kind of on the dirty side. So you want to immerse it in water, kind of rinse it around, and then drain it. So this is kind of similar to choy or choy sum, except it's a little more crunchier. It would be kind of a cross between choy and Western broccoli. It does have a similar crunch to broccoli, but kind of leafier. Okay, I have about 7 large shrimp. I'm going to shell them. I'm going to be cooking them without the shell on. These came already deveined. I think more and more shrimp now, when you buy them, they already come deveined, so you don't have to do that. But if you do have shrimp that are not deveined, what you would do is you would make a cut along the back of the shrimp, and then you would kind of rinse it in the water and kind of wash that black vein out. It's, I believe, the digestive tract of the shrimp. It's not very nice to eat. It could be a little gritty. Okay, so I'm going to season the shrimp. I'm going to add a pinch of salt to it. Kind of mix the salt in the shrimp, give it a seasoning. So this is a very simple dish. There's no sauces involved. You're going to kind of saute the Chinese greens. Okay, so I got 2 pieces of garlic. I'm going to smash it and mince it. So the primary flavor for this dish would be garlic, basically. There's no soy sauce used, no sauces or nothing, just garlic and oil. So make sure you mince the garlic nice and fine. Okay, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil into a hot wok. I'm going to add the minced garlic. You want to fry it for maybe 30 seconds until it turns light brown. You don't want to cook it past that, otherwise it'll burn. So give it a stir in the oil. The garlic kind of flavors the oil. Okay, I'm going to add the Chinese greens now. It looks like there's a lot of green when it's raw, and it's sitting well above the wok. But when you cook it and turn it over, it'll shrink. As the leaves cook, they'll kind of wither, and it'll be more compact in the wok. Yeah, so let it brown on the bottom for a bit, and then turn the bottom up to the top, so the top part goes down to the bottom. So you want to season the veggies. So you're going to add a pinch of salt to that. You want to stir the salt into the greens. Okay, so 3-4 minutes have passed by. As you can tell, the greens have changed color and it's shrunken a bit. So it's sitting in the wok a lot better. So I stirred around, mix the salt in, mix the garlic in with the veggies. And then thick stem greens like Gai Lan and Western broccoli, they don't cook as fast if you do a regular stir fry. So what you need to do is you need to add some water to it. So I'm adding a 1/4 cup of water. And then you want to put a lid over that, and that'll actually steam the veggies and make it cook faster. If you don't use the lid method, it'll take a longer time to cook the veggies, just stir frying it. So you want the lid on for maybe 3-4 minutes. So 3-4 minutes have passed by. The veggies look totally cooked now. The water, for the most part, is evaporated. It's just a little bit of water on the bottom and mostly oil. That's what you want. You don't want a lot of water left over when you finish cooking the veggies. You want that kind of nice sheen from the oil on the veggies. Okay, so I'm transferring the veggies to the glass Pyrex pie plate. So yeah, that only seasoning we are using for the Chinese veggies is garlic and salt, basically. No sauce and nothing. No cornstarch involved this time around. So it gives it a nice kind of a dry vegetable for eating. Okay, now I'm going to add about a cup and a half of oil into the wok. We're not filling the wok half full. We're not deep frying, but we're going to do like a shallow fry. So you need at least a cup of oil in there. So you want to wait 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes, see if it heats up. So the way you test that is you take a wooden chopstick and you dip it in the oil. And when there's bubble coming up off the chopstick, it means the oil is hot enough. So you don't do this with metal or plastic chopsticks. It has to be a wooden chopstick. Okay, I'm going to drop the 7 shrimp into the oil. So notice I kind of slide it along the side of the wok. I don't drop it from directly overhead. If you drop it from directly overhead, it'll cause a lot of splashing and you can burn yourself. So slide the shrimp along the side of the wok. So the shrimp will be done when the meat turns white. So you want to cook one side for about 2-3, maybe 1-2 minutes. And then when you notice that the bottom of the shrimp has turned white, you want to turn it over so that the top part that's raw gets a chance to get cooked as well. So when the shrimp is white all over, then it's done. Okay, the shrimp is done now. I'm gonna take it out with a slotted spoon. And I'm gonna make sure the oil is well drained, and then I'm gonna set it on top of the Chinese greens, and the dish is pretty much done. So the shallow frying technique is really good for really tender types of meat, especially seafood like shrimp, scallops, squid, and pieces of fish. Yeah, that's the best way to cook seafood, is shallow fry. Okay, there you have it. Shrimp and Gai Lan. Bon appetit.